Hello! Good time zone wherever you are, good evening for me, good wherever you are for you. Hello, I am the Netherlad, and today we are... Wait, what? No! Captions! No, don't say that. No! I am the Netherlad, and we're going to play a Scion game. I am going to get stuff set up. Just a moment. It takes a little while. But I hope everyone is doing well. And I hope that everyone will have fun with today's stream. So, with that said, a little thing here and a little thing there. And we're going to jump into it. Hello!
Hello.
I should turn my caption thingy on.
That is a possibility, yeah.
Words.
Words, indeed.
What words are on the thing?
Words are on
Yay.
the thing.
Yes.
Let me see. Are you also broadcasting?
Wait, what?
Should be.
Hmm.
Oh,
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back.
welcome back.
Oh, turn on sharing. There we go.
I see Alvarence's ones. I see Minjoff's ones. Would you say something, Gisrith?
Something.
Something. Oh no.
Hold on.
Something.
I might just not have your link on. Yeah, that was the thing. Oh,
I said something like 3 times and they didn't show up.
I'm sorry about that.
No, that was on my end.
Oh dear.
Nether. It was Nether all along.
Oh no.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. I hope this will work already and all right. And I am ready
I hope
for
my
game.
captions don't show up as Swedish as they did
Oh
So far,
no.
no.
last time.
It's funny.
Well, it was
But
mixed
also-
Swedish
also-
and English, but yes.
Very hard to understand for both Swedish and English people, probably.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I think we'll get through it.
Okay.
I'm just reading something that it captioned. I don't even know what I was saying, but it captioned cognitive Bollywood cycle. I've lowered you about 50%. Okay, that's what I was talking about.
Fair enough. All right.
Need to add cognitive Bollywood to my viewing list.
Is everybody ready?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay. Last time I believe you guys created or committed war crimes against some poor mooks, and then got the heck out of Dodge.
In my defense, they were non-lethal war crimes.
That's a hell of a statement. Anyway,
Don't be so
and-
cherry about it. That's a bad nope. Nope.
But after that, you guys cooled off, did some follow-up information or investigations, had some conversations, either with your family, figuring out some of the stuff that you were able to do, trying to follow up on some of the nasty things that had happened, or making a deal with a Titan, you know, all sorts of different things there.
I
and
blame lack of information.
That's valid. And then after all of that was said and done, you went forward to the coffee shop where you met Nani at, meeting Nani again, returning to them some of their money. I believe you guys decided for or divvied up your shares, and I believe some of the stuff like Virginia's giving their share to Ginkama.
Mhm.
Don't know what Lou's doing with their share. Don't remember what. I
Liz,
think Omnos was just like, I'm gonna take a 20 and go pay what I owe.
I'll explain what Lou's gonna do with this later.
That's pretty much what Omnos did. Yes.
And then, so as you guys had made your decisions and were walking down to Ginkama, a few figures recognized Lou and started walking forward as Omnos and Lou attempted to go and get get out of eyesight. It didn't, as Virginia distracted them. It didn't exactly work. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, the big guy has eyes only for me.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
And so, since you are the closest person and you walked up to them, Virginia, after rolling initiative, which would be plus a D10 plus your movement speed, go ahead and just make me. Let me take a look at a sheet here real quick.
Do I still need to roll that?
Initiative, yes.
Okay.
Should we all be rolling that?
Yes, everyone should be.
Mm-hmm.
I would say cunning, occult, survival, or survival. Yeah. After you do that, holy guacamole! You guys rolled very well.
I have not
What?
rolled above a 5 for my initiative yet.
Roll well. A 2 is not rolling well.
Neither is a 3.
I
To be
assume you're
fair-
talking about others.
To be fair,
To be fair, I have a +9 and cannot roll bad.
yeah. And let's just say maybe these guys didn't necessarily roll that well. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and make that cunning, occult, or survival check, Virginia, since you are closest.
Okay.
And then we'll
Cunning,
get into initiative afterwards.
occult, or survival. Doesn't really matter. I don't have any dots in either.
I'm still kind of
But there's
offended
2
that you're using
successes.
the thimble token.
Well, to be fair, the reason why I'm using the Thimble token is because this individual is relatively hairy and has yellow eyes. And
Oh,
with
I'm
that,
still offended. You're causing the player psychic damage.
Oh no.
to be fair, I made Dave Cops in the one that Ghost is in, and he was very offended with that one as well.
Mm.
Dave has become a class traitor.
Okay.
Yep.
So, but speaking of, as we go into initiative, this individual starts first and is going to move a range band to get over towards Lou for the moment, and kind of says things along the lines of, "You are coming with me. You're coming with me." And what I need you to do, Lou, is to roll a defensive, your defensive pool, whatever resistance attribute you're choosing for that one, as this individual is trying to grapple you.
2 successes.
Okay.
Thank you, random 10.
Oh no. Okay. So this individual has initiated the grapple. Position. Okay, yeah, he's not going to do anything off of that, but he got 4 successes on his grapple check, and that is his turn. Virginia, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Right. How many people are around us?
Citizens?
Yeah.
In the immediate area, there is 18 people roughly.
Okay. And how loud was the big guy?
Not very loud.
But he is grappling me in the street.
Right,
I thought you
yeah.
guys turned down an alleyway.
Well, I believe we stepped back out when
Okay.
it was clear that we had been noticed.
Okay.
Hmm.
So then, yes, sounds good to me.
Okay. Then I think I want to draw attention to Lou being harassed by this guy.
Okay. Want to draw attention to it.
Yeah.
Um,
Draw attention to it and like either like my goal is to have him back off because this is a public scene.
okay. If you want to draw attention to it, to figure out what attribute it is, because it's going to be a leadership check, definitely.
Okay.
How are you trying to draw attention to it?
I am trying to have him like what are you doing to that poor young man? And like try to draw attention so that people are watching and that he wouldn't be so keen on doing something untoward. I think this would be manipulation.
You want to try to use manipulation? Alright,
so.
so go ahead and do manipulation. Manipulation leadership, please.
Okay.
Because you are trying to
Can
draw
I-
attention.
Yeah, okay.
Can I help? Or is that impossible in combat since
You
you know
can-
turn order?
You can do you can do the help action in combat, but I don't think that you'd be able to do it because of turn order right now.
That's fine. Totally fine.
Okay, manipulation, leadership, it is 3 successes.
Everyone in the immediate area is beginning to turn and look, type of thing. At the moment, whether or not that this individual cares
That's a different
about
thing,
that
yeah.
aspect is indeed different.
Right.
But
Well, the thing is,
a
like,
lot of attention.
given that
Yes.
this is a leadership thing, if he's not going to do anything, probably next turn I'm going to use leadership again to try and get the group, like the audience, the public, to do something.
Okay. Absolutely, absolutely. Lou. With that,
I believe
that is,
I was offered a deal at the end of last session from Omnos,
I believe so.
which was like in order for him to help. While grappled, Lou will say, "Fine, I agree. Help for Junior." And Gan is going to jump up and try and bite the big guy's arm to try and get me out.
Okay. So you want Gon to break the grapple.
Yes, we'll try to.
So we're going to take a look at some stuff here. With 2 successes, Gon comes forward and the guy just kind of... It's not harmful, but it's kind of the motion in regards to getting Gon to back away type of thing. Like pushing Gon with... I would say an arm, but he's grappling you. Well, with like a leg or different aspect type of thing. Nothing to hurt Gon, necessarily. But, yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything on your turn in regards to it?
I'm looking at some weapon tags.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to take off my belt.
Okay.
I would like to apply
Oh no.
aggravated and natural to the belt.
I have to take a
And
look
I
at
would
this.
like to hit this guy with it.
Interesting.
You're applying aggravated and
Natural.
natural.
So it can't be
okay.
disarmed.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
So it's Dexterity, close combat. I get +1 because it's. I think 3 successes.
Okay, with 3 successes, that it does not break the grapple, but he does take. It is a hard. Probably. How does this injury manifest since you are doing aggravated damage?
It's as if the belt is bladed
Okay.
on the edges, and it like cuts into his arm or wherever I hit him.
I mean, I was going to say face, so it was going to be like a cool
Face then,
scar.
yeah,
If
cut
this
his
guy,
face.
if he survives, it'll be a badass scar.
I will cut his face.
Badass or humiliating?
Really
Badass.
depends on who tells on who tells the story there.
Fair enough.
Omnos, it is your turn.
I'm sorry, I missed a little bit because there were some stuff going on.
I agreed to your deal from the end of last session and said,
Mhm.
go help Virginia.
Alright. Oh. How do I want to do that? Do I want to attack or do I want to try and persuade them to join our side instead?
Ooh.
How many individuals are needed for it to count as a group?
More than one.
Alright, but there are 2.
You're right.
So I want to try and manipulate them into fighting for us.
Okay. I will allow the roll. What do you say? Or another aspect could be, what do you do type of thing, depending on it. Because, like, Omnos could be just a force of personality.
Yeah, I mean... I imagine he would approach them, so moving into that circle, I assume. And, sort of towering over them, staring them down, being both menacing and commanding, I suppose, in equal measures. And, I don't know. Making a promise of a world of pain if they don't join him instead. That's an oath as well. Did I lose you guys?
No?
Still here.
Is that enough? Oh,
Alvarez
Alvarez
is
is muted.
I didn't realize I was muted. I apologize. I had a coughing fit.
It's okay.
As you say that doing that, part of me is like because how specialties work is it could be either one. Part of me is like, this is an intimidation check, so I'd have you do compromising, but or have it there in regards to it. But either way, yeah, leadership or persuasion as a form of intimidation. I will allow you to choose.
Alright, and which other...
I know that you're trying to do manipulation. I would say
I mean, I can do
manipulation of presence. Yeah, since you're just kind of, I'm walking up and just swelling and looking.
Yeah, I mean, it's less optimal for me, but I'll go presence because it feels more realistically what I'm doing. So yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, I was going to roll, but their desperation pool is a 3. So
I mean, I also get like 1 automatic success,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
So it's a 7.
They would like yeah, even with the 2 successes that they rolled. No,
That's
they're just
terrifying.
what I will say is these guys are definitely not going to do any violent actions towards you guys.
That's fair.
It is kind of, they're stuck between, for lack of a better term, the devil they know and the devil they don't.
Yep.
Type of thing. But with that being said, in regards to your action, it would be their turn. So they just kind of look at each other and is like debating on how much that they get their pay in regards to this. Okay. The Wolfman, very angry that he was cut up in regards to his face, is going to begin to grow and shift into his other form. And he goes,
Hell
I don't
yeah.
need you conscious. And is going to attack Lou. Oh yeah, okay. So I need you to roll another defensive pool for me real quick.
Okay. Two successes.
Okay. Luckily, that prevented him from doing extra damage.
Yay.
You cannot be disarmed.
I cannot be disarmed.
Okay. Establish grapple. Fate, not down seas. Strapped or attached to. And he cannot sunder it, because it's not enough. Okay. So what he's going to do is I need you to mark the bruised condition, or I need you to mark one of the bruise boxes on
Yeah.
there. And then just in that, what he's going to do is okay, he can't really do something in regards to that. So I need you, as he kind of claws you. So taking a look at it. For the moment, your defense is -1. So
Okay.
whatever you roll will be your defense going forward. But that is his turn. How would you like to respond, Virginia, as Omnos just kind of walked forward and you see this person behind you go into their full bipedal wolf glory?
Seeing that dude is turning into a big wolf, and Omnos is here with these two guys.
Yes.
I think I want to slip out and
Go for it.
try to find something to defend myself with and or
What are
help
you-
the others.
What are you looking for in particular?
Probably something that I can throw. But also my eyes are darting around to see if I notice any of the club friends.
Would you like to make this a twist of fate?
I would like to, yes.
Okay. So your intent, should you find a weapon, is to attack, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to make your preferred attack roll. I believe this would be athletics, though. And then go ahead and add 2.
Okay.
Go ahead and add 2 to that. You'll have to roll it afterwards, but
Let me see. It's athletics and
athletics for throwing. All right, yes.
attack for what do we attack with? Dexterity?
You can attack with dexterity, sure.
Okay. So dexterity, athletics plus 2d10. 3 successes so far.
Mm-hmm.
3 successes.
Okay. Unfortunately, as you do take a look around, there isn't anything that one of the whip blades is not here. You would have had to get 1 success on one of those d10s because you have to go over this person's defense in order to attack them. Their defense is 3.
I see.
That being said, you are able to find stuff, whether it's like various handheld objects. Like one of the guys next to you actually has kind of a Trying to think what would be like a thrown weapon.
Maybe one of them has a blackjack?
Sure, I'll go with that one.
Not an actual thrown weapon, but hurts.
And it does hit, as this guy kind of does take some damage and then kind of looks and growls at you, but his focus is still mainly on Lou.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I would have wanted to... Like, from this range, I can hit him, right? I'm kind of...
Yes.
Okay.
One range band, yes.
Then that's fair. Well, I'm not going to move out.
You just kind of grab the guy's weapon. He's like, "Hey, wait, what?" And then just chuck it at his boss, type of thing. Lou, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Do you break a grapple?
Two ways to break a grapple is you can do an athletics and might check to do it straight up, or you can, if you get more successes on an attack, you can break a grapple that way. But you have to have at least one success on top of their defense, so you need 4 successes.
Well, let's see if I can do that. Come on, dice.
On dice.
5 successes.
Ooh.
I would like to be free. I'm gonna get him
Okay.
on the arm this time, so I can get out.
Excellent. Yeah, you get him on the arm as he kind of growls as he recoils, lifting his arm away from you. What would you like to do after that? You are free to move should you wish.
Well, firstly, I was gonna say, guess you have to take me dead, and then Garn is going to try and bite him.
Okay.
Because Garn's helping. He swears.
John's doing his heckin' best.
It's one success.
Not with that though. Okay.
And I don't know what else I can really do.
You can move, try to run away from him type of thing.
Yeah, there's
you
a big
can-
scary wolfman in the middle of the street. I'm not gonna do that.
That's fair. You could try to move forward because you know that his focus is on you. Maybe get him closer to your allies type of thing. Or you can wait and see what happens.
I guess I will wait.
Cool. I want you to make... This is going to be a bit weird. I want you to make a cunning and culture check. At the end of your turn.
I'm good at one of those. It's 5 successes.
Somebody that's a bit further away, closer to like over here type of thing, that's kind of taking a look at. The reason why you notice was because their clothing stands out. You see someone with a pale complexion and blue eyes. Kind of looks like they have some blue makeup around them. And they are wearing a varying shades of blue Hanfu.
Okay.
Type of thing. With dragons and pearls on it. And she seems very interested in what you guys are doing. Omnos, it is your turn.
I will be attacking a person or a creature.
Kick his ass. Go ahead and make a roll.
Yeah, I assume I don't have any weapon. Last I heard we were going for a coffee, not for a fight, so...
You could have a walking stick, but if you don't want your staff, that's fine too. I will allow either one.
Yeah. So that would be might and close combat?
Close combat, yes. It could be might or dexterity or whatever you choose
I
for the
prefer
attribute.
might
Go for it.
by quite a lot.
He just kind of looks over and goes,
I would like to use my biggest number, please.
kind of looks over as you approach and just, oh, you're...
I
Oh,
see.
fuck!
I see.
Bam!
Depending on whether or not I have my walking stick, that could be a 7. Could
Do
also
you want
just
your
be a
walking stick?
I mean, it's
You could
bigger
pick up
number.
You could pick up the blackjack that Virginia threw.
Yeah,
All right.
sure,
can
I'll
definitely do
snatch
that.
that up.
Cool.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yay!
All right. So with 7 successes, one of the things that you can do is if you have 4 successes over their defense, you can do a critical hit, which will do extra damage if you would like to do that.
Sure, I don't particularly want to kill him, if possible.
Yeah. The default assumption is non-lethal.
Good. Yeah, sure. So how do crits work in this?
It just because enemies aren't exactly the same as other individuals or as player characters, you do another box of an extra point of damage type of thing, because this is closer to the meat points in Chronicles type of thing, opposed to like a full HP bar type of thing like in other systems. That being said, as you kind of like as he's kind of holding his hand and kind of looks and goes, "Oh, you are approaching! Oh, fuck!" and you like hit him in his jaw. There's a sickening crunch sound as you hit him quite hard.
Did you really just say, "Are you approaching me"?
That was something that was wanted at the end of last session.
Yeah.
And Omnos will tell
I
him, like, I guess you'll have to take me too, with a grin.
Yeah. And yeah, I am an endless font of JoJo references, so...
Wonderful.
Okay. Now that he's surrounded and he can as the moves kind of sit there and look over at Virginia, like the one that goes, "But hey, dude, that was mine," type of thing.
I mean, you can.
As they,
you can't.
No, not from that guy. But as they're kind of sitting there and taking a look at it, and they're just kind of, they're gonna. I will say they're not gonna try to do anything yet, but they are kind of taking a few steps back, noticing how things have kind of gone at this moment. And then at the beginning of his turn, he's not unintelligent, so as he kind of takes a look around over at the two of you, noticing that he's kind of outnumbered at the moment, he's going to make he's going to attempt to climb up the building and hide. We'll see if that works. Okay. If people would like to clock him as he's kind of trying to go forward and go towards the alleyway that Lou and Omnos originally came from, they can. Otherwise, initiative would end here as this guy attempts to run away, climbing up with his claws.
Well, Omnos's contract was to keep someone safe, so he's not particularly interested in following unless...
I will swing at him, but looks of it, I miss.
Alright. So.
Lou's heart wasn't in it.
We'll go ahead and put that there for the moment as this individual runs away.
But if his subordinates are still here, then, grabbing one of them to ask a couple of very nice questions would perhaps be an idea.
They are kind of just, like, taking a look at the situation as they're kind of, like, taking a few steps carefully backwards.
I'm marching right up to him. And I'm grabbing the nearest one by the scarf of the neck.
Please don't throw another bike at me.
How did you know I was here?
I didn't. We were sitting there going through some of our patrols, and I recognized you, I swear.
And the big guy? Where the hell's he from?
He's, relative... go ahead and just, make me... Let me take a look at your stats here real quick. Because you're holding on to him, I will go ahead and have you make a might and integrity check as he's going to kind of explain to
4
4
successes.
successes. Excellent. Look, he was relatively new. Don't really know. Boss kind of gave him this this thing.
Yeah, why do you
Kind
call
of a
American
position of
Werewolf in
importance.
London? In London.
I don't know. He
What?
might be American. I don't know.
What thing?
A place of power. He came in, kind of talked to the boss for a little bit, and the boss kind of made a face, and then he got a few people to kind of look over, and we've been doing patrols. And as with that integrity thing, as far as you could tell, he's telling the truth.
Hmm. I should break your fucking nose for everything you guys have done to me. But I'll be the better person and not do it. And then I will let him go.
They are going to take a look at Virginia and Omnos as they begin to try to take a step away.
Virginia tries to look. She wants to show a bit of a united front with Lou and Omnos, but this was an uncomfortable situation for her, and yeah, she's having trouble.
Omnos will probably smile,
That's
satisfied.
unsettling.
Yeah, unsettling and satisfied and wave.
And then they just kind of do that thing in anime or video games where they take like a couple of hesitant steps back and then turn and start booking it.
And one of them, as they round the corner, trips and falls on their face, and then
Exactly.
gets up, dusts himself off, and runs again.
As they're running off, Liz just goes, "Damn it. Should have told him never to come back."
I mean, for me, that seemed to be like a given.
I hope so.
But yeah, it's... What was that? Like, what was that
Actually,
about?
I would
And-
like to know the answer to that as well.
I'll slowly turn around
As
to the
I
source
look
of
up
that
in the
voice.
sky at this disembodied voice.
the lady with the hanfu
Okay.
also has approached, trying to grab the image. I apologize, this is taking a little bit,
Fine.
but fuck, where did I put it? But yes, she is approaching. For those of you that haven't noticed, again, she is paler in complexion. She looks. Will this work? This might not work. Oh, maybe. Excellent. She's paler complexion. She's wearing, that is huge. This is more of a token representation of it, not opposed to the actual character.
Oh.
She has a blue hanfu on at the moment. Looks like anyone who would like to can make. I would say that this would be a culture check in regards to makeup related things. Can make a cunning and culture check as she has approached you. But her hanfu kind of has pearls and a dragon motif on it.
I'm
Right.
just going to
successes.
choose to not succeed at anything like that.
2 successes for Virginia. I think the first response immediately is, that's not Japanese.
Indeed, it is not. Lou would recognize this, though, from other members of their family.
Yeah. Mother's probably won once.
With Lou and Virginia, you both notice that the blue makeup around her eyes is not makeup. Or if it is very well done, as it gives the appearance of scales.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a gang that's been harassing me to join them lately. They're not taking no for an answer.
Virginia just turns to you. Join them? Didn't you throw a bike at them?
That's why.
Wait, they won? What?
They were very unfortunately impressed.
Ah. Did you do the thing with the bike like you did the thing with a chair?
Let me not talk about that right now.
Right. Turns to the woman, like, and who are you?
She kind of sits there and thinks about it for a moment. Before going, I believe it is a little bit backwards here. My name is Aojinru.
Nice to meet you, Miss Jinru. I'm Virginia.
They will just nod and say, Lucian.
Sting.
Sorry, Virginia DeWitt.
Nice to meet you, all of you. She kind of takes a look at Obnos. And your name?
Does not respond.
She seems turned off by that, actually. But whatever is there, she kind of takes a deep breath and goes forward and goes, do you know where this gang's headquarters are, perchance?
Not exactly, but I know where they tend to. I know their territory, so to speak.
Where would that be, if you don't mind answering?
I list off several areas.
About at the third one.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of just dobbing them in. Like,
after like the third one, she kind of goes, "Oh wait, I'm not from around here," and pulls up like Google Maps and kind of like scrolls forward and goes, "Where?" kind of aspect, and kind of gets that taken care of. But yes, and she kind of bows her head a little bit, and then thanks you and begins to walk away.
Wait, please, hold on. What's your interest in them?
Yeah. Good question.
She kind of purses her lips a bit. And she thinks about it. She goes, I'm interested in seeing how she would figure this out better than I do. But it kind of boils down to the fact that she goes, I'm interested in seeing how well these people have organized themselves. There's a similar problem back at home.
See. Kind of like looks over to Lou and knows that little hesitant, like Virginia doesn't exactly know. She doesn't really know what the leadership structure is in their new little group here.
It's okay, none of us do.
I know.
Well, Omnos follows whomever makes a contract with them.
I see.
Trying to take a look here. If anyone would like to, they can probably make a cunning integrity check to see the at the if she's hiding things, depending on how you get, you might get some gleams of information.
Is
7 successes. Give me all the information.
all the information? My goodness.
In addition, Lou,
I was
I know
hoping
this
that I
isn't-
could do this as cunning subterfuge. Like,
Go for it. Go for it. In addition with that, Lou, I want you to make a cutting culture or academics check.
Both of those are the same. So, cunning cultures too.
Okay. Omnos, people like to make deals, people like to take a look at things. Might be, if you were able to sit there and talk to her, might be a kindred spirit in some cases.
I like
Virgi-
this person.
Virginia, as you're kind of sitting there taking a look at it, some of the aspects in regards to her is she's definitely holding back a lot of emotions. She's used to talking and getting what she wants. And she's not lying, but it's definitely there is something underlying with that she might be taking a look into, type of thing.
I don't think she's just not telling us.
Lou, there are I like, yes, the occult and thing, like Lou is not exactly the most well-read individual of his mythologies, which is
No.
understandable. But
Like, kind of half paid attention when their aunt and uncle were talking about it. But
with
their parents weren't particularly interested.
with the combination of 2 successes on the culture and 7 successes on the integrity check on that one, you do remember tales of the Blue Dragon King from some stories that you did pay attention to. You do not believe that this individual is Ao Guang.
No. But she has a very similar name.
And with those 7 successes, as you take a look into it, she's not here to command. If she's not here to make your or others' life worse. She might be here to see if, given some of the things that have happened, if she might be able to recruit some of the people here to come back with her to help her out with her things. With 7 successes.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly, you have being able to see hiding things or hiding stuff as your specialization. Hiding emotions and intentions.
Yeah.
So, if no one else has any questions with her, she does turn and begin to walk away.
Yeah, Virginia has no immediate things to say. Or
If
ask
Omnos
to keep her.
knew, if Omnos knew the information Lou knows, then maybe he would be very intrigued in future work opportunities. But he doesn't, so no.
But
Lou will just bow and say, sorry for the mess.
not at all. You handled yourself quite well, all things considered. But eventually she does smile and walk away. And then I will end the tense music as things begin to calm down for a little bit. There are some people around that kind of come forward and check. So, are you okay? Do you guys need us to call anybody? Type of thing. But outside of that, it is a pretty chill time.
Lou just kind of deflates a bit after Azure leaves.
I think Virginia is still a mess of anxiety and nerves, and looks over it. the two of you. Do you mind if we...
Go literally anywhere else?
I was going to say make a detour before heading to the to Ginkama.
Sure.
I would like to go to the Witblades Clubhouse.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, Ominous will tag along, making sure everyone's okay.
All right. So you were going to the Whitblades first, just making sure. I was kind of opening up some extra stuff.
I
and
would
writing
like-
down some notes.
I would like to grab my gun.
So as you guys go forward towards the Whitblades, their clubhouse, Olaf is there, as are some other people, and as you kind of open the door, in regards to that, he goes, Virginia, good to see you. Oh, did you bring us some new recruits? These people look very capable in regards to their physicality. Hello there, I'm Olaf.
Capable they
I-
are, but these are my friends. They are not recruits.
Gotcha. Well, any friend of Virginia's is a friend of mine.
I'd need to hear the full details before I agree to be recruited to anything.
And
Understandable
Lou,
indeed.
otherwise, Lou will
I'm
throw a bike at you.
Yeah.
I am
Scrappy.
sure we can negotiate some favorable terms for both parties. Should you require my assistance?
Yeah, be careful with this one.
Speaking
Alright.
of, we probably need to work out some details about
Hey, whatever you guys need. If you guys need something to drink, something to eat, it probably has been. It's getting what, close to noon or something? Looks like you guys had at least a little bit of a.
I mean, we just had coffee,
Busy day.
but I could have a. You want a sandwich? Like we've had. What was it? Tomato soup and grilled cheese last night.
Last night, yeah.
Is there any? Are there any sweets or anything to eat?
I
We
bet there's
don't
like
get
a.
much. We don't get much call for like sweets, but we do have some candies if you'd be interested in that. Like nothing that we make in house. Most of us don't exactly.
May
Ominous
I add
shrugs
something?
and goes, I could try that.
May I
Go
add
for it.
something? I think at the Witblades Clubhouse, under the bar, there is just a jug or like a glass container full of lollipops.
Yeah.
Kind you would find at a dentist, you know, to increase the amount of cavities.
hell yeah.
Mostly because I think a lot of the people in the Witblades have some form of attention deficit and just need sensory stuff to focus. I look over at Olaf and I say, I'm going to get my thing, pointing towards the weapons vault.
Absolutely. Erlich, if they need anything, go ahead and help out our new friends here. Why don't you? And he'll go ahead and head to the back with you. You go through the aspect of the Hearthstone. He goes,
Yep.
Alrighty, so you brought it back last night, and something happened to get you to come get it today. What's going on?
We just got attacked in the street, and it was like, two of them were just gang thugs, but there was another one who kind of turned into I think he was kind of like some sort of werewolf.
She's gonna ask you for some details to confirm, but he is a consummate professional. So he is rolling with a decent dice here.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of nods for a little bit. He goes, now, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that that is exactly what you're trained in, but if you're getting attacked in the street, there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong. I'm not telling you to leave it here. By all means, take it to keep yourself safe.
I'm very
I'm
well
just-
aware of how many cameras
I-
there are.
It's not just the cameras, but even in a case of self-defense, there are aspects that will get you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So I am still going to give it to you. Or rather, it is yours. I'm still going to give you access to it and open the door and whatnot. Not that I don't think I could stop you if you really wanted it. But before that, while you're doing to do that, he kind of opens up the code to that particular room and lets you in as he kind of looks forward at the other weapons in the area.
Mm.
And what he will do is he gets you, at least for the moment, something like a sling.
Okay.
So that way you do have something other than firearms
Right.
to use in London.
Fair enough. I would probably want to find like some stones or possibly like large ball bearings.
He will definitely give you some in regards to it. As after he gets the sling and the first gets you 2 bags of ball bearings.
Mhm.
And then as you're kind of double checking all the things in regards to it before he closes the door, he walks inside, asks you the caliber, and then gives you a clip of silver bullets. Those are not cheap.
I understand. Thanks, Olaf.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, I really don't think your grandpa would take it too kindly if I didn't give you both of those. It kind of points towards the bag that's either in your left hand or on your left side.
Mhm.
Because those are silver as well, just in case. But I don't think your grandpa would take it too kindly if I didn't give you that to defend yourself.
Try to give him a hug.
I'll give you a hug back. That being said, I do need you to get back to me on those Morags
Right.
when you can.
Yeah. First thing tomorrow, I'm going to get in on the archives. Last few days have been a little much.
Understandable. I'm mostly giving you a hard time on that one, but all right. Let's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, and he kind of goes over, doesn't quite exit the door, and goes, "Hey, you're traveling with Virginia here. Do you guys need any weapons or anything like that?"
Well, if you have something that's not so shooty, I wouldn't turn it down.
I've got plenty of things. We've got bolas, we've got slings, we've got swords, we've got and then like there's someone in the corner that goes, "I like axes." We've got axes, various types of weapons. Been around here for gathering a lot of different things, different relics and the like. So
Omnos will pull his attention from candy over to weapons.
okay. I will say, for the most part, unless it's something extremely exotic, they have it, type of thing.
Mhm.
You must
I
be
mean-
the person that Virginia asked for some body armor in regards to your size. He kind of just sits there and looks up.
He nods, only half listening as he's inspecting weapons.
Right. There's definitely a lot in regards to make and models. Depending on what you want, I can give you some tags in regards to it. But yeah, it's definitely interesting because while the druids mostly use staves, and Omnos has had some experience otherwise through being in Terra Incognita and other aspects. There's a variety of melee weapons here, modern and older, changes to hilts, stuff with like longer what is like Bowie knives and other long types of objects type of thing.
I mean, I think Omnos would have enough sense to want something that's not too obvious if he's carrying around. Because I mean, you're not really I'm not. I don't know the laws of the UK perfectly, but assuming from the laws in Sweden, you're not exactly allowed to carry around a sword either.
Yeah,
places
people
have a
would
sword law.
definitely look at you funny if you were carrying a sword around. I can confirm.
Well, here
I
it
have
would
wa-
be illegal.
I can
so.
confirm I have walked around with a sword I bought from a convention.
It would be illegal here, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like the people at least knew there was a convention on. But yeah, normally it would be not good.
Same with knives, but knives are easier to conceal.
Here it
Oh.
depends on the size of the knife.
Hmm.
So a couple of things there. He definitely offers a couple of knives, and something that's relatively interesting is knuckle dusters. Is something that he kind of points out, and something that can be hidden relatively easily.
Oh yeah, that might actually be a suitable weapon for
Knuckle
Omnos.
dusters are illegal in the UK.
But yeah, but you can hide them really,
That's
really
true.
well.
Absolutely.
Neither is
Yep,
having a pistol on you, Virginia.
I'm just pointing it out.
Yeah, I'm not looking for something that's necessarily legal. I'm looking for something that either is legal or easy enough to conceal to where I won't be pulled over by the police.
You can have a curved blade
Although
up to 50
eventually maybe that won't
centimeters.
be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
After
So if you
50
want
centimeters,
like
it becomes a sword and it is illegal.
But after that point, if you wanted to grab a couple of knives, you can. He definitely offers the same to Lou, because he does not know Lou's capabilities.
Lou thinks about that and goes, "No, I'm good, thanks."
Okay. I mean, worst comes to worst, Virginia just hands you a thing of ball bearings, and you just like give shockwaves and just. I'm kidding.
Oh no.
Railgun?
Something like that. But he goes, all right. Is there anything else that I can help anybody here with?
Well, at the moment, I think.
I don't think Omnos has anything specific now.
Right.
Now that he has a weapon.
Well, you guys be safe. Don't hesitate to call if you need anything. And he kind of looks at Lou and Omnos in regards to this one. If you guys are ever looking for employment,
Again, I need to hear the details.
well, absolutely. By all means, go ahead and come over at some time, preferably during the day, and I'll be able to kind of go over that with you, assuming I'm in the office that day.
I take my payment in favors.
Hey! He kind of looks at Virginia, and it's like, so does she!
I think it's different. He has this whole glowing stick thing.
Glowing.
And my favors, well, most of them amount to helping out in my little burgeoning war.
Yeah, when he starts
Speaking
talking like
of-
that, it is very creepy, isn't it, Olaf? That's the vibe I'm getting.
I'm also going to take a look at Omnos, because Omnos has changed into modern clothes type of thing. I'm going to make a roll.
You're not talking into your mic, I think.
Oh, was it not picking me up on that one? I
A
apologize.
little muffled.
I was not talking into my mic. I was away. But Olaf is a consummate professional. He is going to make a roll real quick as he kind of takes a look at Omnos and how he's holding himself and goes, "You're not from around here, are you?"
Nope, you can say that again.
Virginia just shakes her head as he says that.
Interesting. All right.
Is the term terra incognita familiar to you?
A little bit. Most of our stuff we kind of handle here, but there are things that sometimes come from that end that we have to deal
He
with.
nods.
Makes sense. Look, I understand personal quests and personal vendettas as much as the next guy might not want to phrase it as a war. While it probably is a war, because I don't know really too much about you on regards to that one, just might be something to consider going forward.
He sort of just shrugs.
Speaking of, what do I owe you for asking for your help in the fight?
Well, the deal is similar to what I've offered the others,
Also, is it
if
really
the terms are acceptable.
is it really
Uh,
a deal if I can handle myself?
I asked, so
You didn't need to.
I didn't know at the time.
Fair. Okay. But, going forward.
Sorry.
And, like, the weapon is currently unloaded, but she just cocks it.
They're just kind of almost, yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Omnos is just sort of shaking his head with a smile, sort of like, oh, these silly squabbles sort of thing. Like he doesn't even understand why there's an argument here.
Oh, the person in the back that likes axes go, it's okay. I understand where you're coming from. I probably would have done same, even though most people here can take care of themselves. And just kind of goes back to what he was doing. He's probably polishing his axe.
Is it Alexei?
Might be.
Okay.
Are any conversations private? Yeah.
Not in the clubhouse, no. Unless we
Okay, good to know.
unless we go into the pantry or something.
Okay, good to know.
You need a moment? I mean,
No, I was just checking.
understandable. Alright. Well, if you guys don't need us for anything else, we're probably gonna figure things out, probably get back to work, figuring things, answering some calls and the like, so y'all have a good one.
Thanks, Olaf.
Yeah, have a good.
Yes. I think we head out, and I will say to the other two, like, yeah, sorry about not mentioning it. Whenever you're talking in the clubhouse, like the bar part, just assume everyone is listening in.
Right. Good to know.
They're a bunch of nosy fuckers.
Right. Speaking of nosy, I can't get the idea out of my head that the lady who talked to us earlier was a dragon. Like, it keeps coming back. I don't know why.
Dragon.
Omnos
Yeah.
is gonna raise an eyebrow, not because he necessarily thinks that there's anything wrong with there being a dragon around, but I mean, dragons are probably rare, right?
I mean, the makeup was a little
Take a
reminiscent
look.
of that.
Your skills real quick, Omnos.
Hmm.
You have a high enough general intellect, and you've been in Terra Incognita. In a
He's also
word,
difficult, if
in a
that
word,
helps.
yes. Dragons are very uncommon. You're not entirely sure why, especially given the amount of stories that you've heard from various denizens of the world.
Wonder why a dragon would be here, anyways.
Do dragons hunt werewolves?
God, I hope so.
Would make for a very cool metal album cover.
Yeah,
Anyone
and it
have-
would also mean that we wouldn't have to see that guy again.
Does anyone have dots in academics?
Have one.
None.
Sincerely doubt I do. Nope, I do not.
Have exactly one.
Yay, you got an education.
If someone...
Some of one.
Okay. As you guys are comparing notes, we could make this a teamwork action. I will say Lou is leading this because Lou is the one with academics. So,
Yay!
as long as the skill is not academics, it could be occult, it could be survival, it could be any culture. It could be various things.
Can I use technology to do research online?
I think, given that it's more of a history thing, even though you're doing technology, that'd still be technically academics. Unfortunately.
Fair. I do have culture,
Actually,
so that
yeah.
works.
Go ahead and do culture. Go ahead and do cutting culture.
None. Non-success with left beef.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead, Omnos.
Should I go cunning and occult then, or cunning?
I will allow
survival?
this. Yes, I will allow those. Yes.
And it should be cunning, right?
Yes. As you guys, because you guys are kind of sitting there pulling it up. Okay.
One success.
Apologize, Lou. You're going to roll one of your worst pools.
Yay!
Roll intellect and academics, please.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It is very tough to say. No one's heard of dragons in, I think, the better part of centuries at this point. Don't really know why, but that was the last time people commonly heard of dragons. All right. One success is unfortunately not a lot.
My mighty 2 dice.
I mean, we could also use momentum.
You could, if you want to.
Fuck it, I'm gonna use.
How much
some.
momentum do you want to use?
How much can I have?
We
Yes.
have 6, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
use
allow
3,
everyone
3
to-
maybe?
I will allow everyone
Three?
to burn all of their resources if they want. But yes, go ahead and
Three?
do 3. Yep.
Yeah.
3d10. Nah.
It's worth a shot. Got an experience at least.
Huzzah.
Yay! With it.
All right.
It's meant to be used.
Mhm.
But yeah, in regards to dragon information, that is the best that you can get. So, where to?
I believe we are going to the soup kitchen
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
so that Virginia could hide some money somewhere.
That is one of the things. Yep.
Yeah, I completely forgot what we were doing before we encountered.
We
The
were
others.
taking the rest of the money that we recovered from the cart sales place to the soup kitchen and making a big air quotes donation.
Yeah, I'm
Making it
thinking
go
that
under the
the
table.
soup kitchen does have like a donation box,
Mhm.
but I also think that there's a camera trained on the donation box.
Okay. Alrighty. So, as you guys go forward up to the soup kitchen, Chie is a consummate professional as well. So what I need you to do, Virginia, is if you're trying to be sneaky in regards to this, is to roll a presence or dexterity stealth check.
Let me do dexterity stealth or subterfuge.
Yeah, subterfuge, sorry. I am so used to other systems
It's
that just have
Fair.
stealth.
This is also literally the only system I've seen so far that doesn't
Does
have a
not.
spell skill.
Exactly.
Wow.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not tense.
Okay.
I rolled 10 dice and I got 10 successes. Well, I actually got way more dice.
I'm just there
job.
isn't a snowball's chance. I'm going to try.
Yeah.
Okay. She had 3 successes.
Okay.
You I'm just gonna flavor this.
Uh-huh.
If you do not mind. You go forward towards the donation box with the envelope. And then you're like, you know what? I'll push my luck. and you just push that in your back. And whether it's because the people that do notice you know that you're supposed to be here, and or for whatever reason, you kind of just literally walk towards the back, towards where Miss Chie's office is.
Mm-hmm.
Write a little note that's like in blocky letters, so that
Mhm.
way they can't be your handwriting that's tied with this, that says for the kitchen, and just put the envelope on there and walk out with no one noticing.
Ah, yes.
It's 10 blocky successes.
Oof, Virginia's gone.
Like, it's literally, you guys are in the middle of a conversation as you pass by the soup kitchen, and you kind of like stop to tie your shoes, and somehow in all of that,
I
just
go
Virginia
in, I
slips
drop,
away and then
get
comes
out.
back out, and you guys did not notice them leave.
So I realized that the lollipops may have ruined your appetites, but we can have lunch here, probably.
I didn't have one, so
I didn't exactly catch that, sorry.
Lou didn't have one of the lollipops.
Ah, okay. Then, it is noon, so... just after. I think I am going to push my luck and go and say hi to Miss Chie.
Miss Chie didn't notice you at all. So you like walk in. She was kind of in the back, kind of giving
Mhm.
instructions. And as you step back out, get everyone, and then step back in,
Mhm.
Miss Chie goes, "Oh, Virginia, hello there. How you doing?"
Hey, Miss Chie. Doing alright. Fixed the... I finished the job I was doing. So...
Well, you look safe, all in one piece at least. Good.
And then she comes out of the front and sees the Lou like bleeding from his scalp, and is
Oh.
like, "Oh."
Yeah, we did run into some trouble on the way back.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm going to get the first aid kit.
Please. I do not have skills for this. It is not my purview of magic, so to
No,
speak.
I mean, neither do
Um,
I, but I can put on a bandage.
That's gonna take more than a bandage. But
At this
you
time, I wish I
catch,
was Tony Chopper. Bandages heal everything!
you could have you could have gotten the, well, you guys couldn't have because of
Oh.
limitations, but it is a healer neck that you guys can get.
I head for the first aid kit, and do my best, but I have 0 points in medicine.
It's fine, I also have 0 points, I'll help.
Yeah, so do I. Does my
Oh.
survival help?
Actually, since if you want to, you can do cunning survival. Go through the pantry, find some herbs that might help with disinfecting or numbing things to try to help with the pain, if you'd like. That would be
I mean,
intellect cunning.
actually, since we're here, I can technically pop into Terra Incognita and maybe even ask
some stuff
for
from
help
them.
by the Kate Sith.
You want to call on Keishi?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I will go ahead and allow this to happen, given that, if I recall correctly, they're tricksters, and tricksters can do a lot. So Omnos kind of, as you guys are applying bandages through various reasons, Miss Chia is taking you into her office and not in the kitchen, given the amount of blood and things. But what happens in regards to that is, after a little bit, Omnos comes back with a... Well, you had a tortie last time, if I recall correctly.
A what?
A tortoiseshell calico. That was a company name for your cat sheet. That was kind of telling you information. What accompanies you this time is a jet black. Um, as they kind of walk forward and go, "Oh, that looks nasty." As you guys watch, as this cat kind of hops on the counter and begins talking.
The gun gives it a bit of a warning growl.
Oh, it's fine. I'm not gonna hurt anybody.
And it does like lean in very close to try and figure out if you can see like a speaker on
Hello,
on a
hello.
collar or something.
Oh,
Hey,
my friends.
Your friend,
Yeah,
a very
I
cute friend.
grew up around
And I'm
these
trying to
little
give scratches.
guys.
just go ahead and roll me a presence survival check.
That reaction though.
You got 10
presence,
successes beforehand.
survival. That's a 4.
Okay. It's like, well, I understand, and I will take this some other time, but I'm trying to help out your friend here.
Oh,
Okay.
And what this particular cat does is kind of lick their paw for a little bit, and then just kind of lightly boops Lou where the injury is,
So cute.
as the injury heals.
Oh, so efficient.
You've
And
been
then-
booped.
Mhm. And then kind of goes forward and goes, "You're not doing so well either, are you, buddy?" And then kind of also boops Gon, because Gon
Aw.
also had a bruise. And bruises take a couple of days instead of a few minutes to heal in this system.
thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Alright.
And
Okay.
Dwayne, now I'm using a different character name. Oh my god, I'm so out of it. Omnus will turn and say, well, as always, if anything comes up, I owe you one.
Of course. Well, we'll get it square at some point.
He nods.
Oh, was
And
this
because
the,
I imagine that, the relationship between him and them has been one of constant favors and returned favors.
their favors are very easy to do, especially now that you can come in the world in Terra Incognita, like back and forth in between them. It's very easy because you can get like the catnip treats, and
Fair
so
enough.
like as soon as you were able to get that, they're like, "Oh my god, give us more!" type of thing.
Bugs?
Yeah, pretty fun. Or like various other treats or like wet food type of thing. They can take care of themselves, but it's different when it's just kind of like,
I have
this
huge
has-
of these toys that squeak.
exactly.
I wish to know how they work. You just want one for yourself, don't you? Yes.
Yes, that
The
too.
red dot.
Oh no.
It has eluded us.
It has returned.
That would be impossible. No one can
But-
catch the red dot.
Also with the present survival check, Virginia, that is technically a failure. Go ahead and give the pool another piece of momentum.
Yay! So we are at 4 right now, right?
Yes, correct.
Good.
Yeah. The cat kind of looks over and goes, "Was this that stone feller you were telling one of us about the other day?
Oh,
Yesterday,
yeah.
I think it was."
Indeed.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. And I believe they did kind of tell you the details about it, as this one kind of confirms.
Hmm.
Interesting. Well, okay. I have a very important sun nap to go take, so if you do not mind, and actually this cat just kind of goes forward towards kind of a little window in the back and just kind of flops over in the sun. Not even going back to Terra Incognita, at least for the moment.
I'll make sure he comes back with me later.
Okay.
Was it like a real cat? Or
With
One acting like pretending to be a cat, transformation. How's it work?
They're
Honestly, I believe
Hey,
all of
she.
those.
There-
Sounds.
Sorry, she?
She.
It
I'm not even
sounds-
sure I'm saying that correctly, but you know.
That sounds Irish.
Kinda. Could also be pronouns. I'm not certain.
Miss Chie will say it's Irish, yes. They're cats of a sorts. I don't really know too much of the stories behind them, but as seen, they have the capability of speech. And apparently healing magic.
Apparently. Blue just kind of flexes the limb a bit.
Quite impressive. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I grew up around them. And Omnis sort of shrugs, like, to him, they're normal. Like, who doesn't know?
I mean, I've seen
Talking
cats,
kitties.
but none of them could talk.
He just
Yes,
gives
it's fine.
another shrug.
I guess it's kind of the same thing where you've never seen this guy before, points at gun. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
He gives a slow nod to that. I see your
We've
point.
never seen talking cats before. I'd never seen most of what we've seen this entire week before.
Miss Chie, as you kind of mentioned that you haven't seen any cats talk, kind of looks at you straight in the face and goes, "Are you sure you've used the right words?"
You're not a cat?
I'm not.
I
Anyone who'd like to can make a cunning
probably
integrity check.
haven't. Make
Anyone
a
who'd
what,
like to
sorry?
can make a cunning and integrity check.
I like those. I'm
Sure.
gonna roll them.
I'm not good at those. I'm good at cunning, but not integrity.
5.
Okay.
3 for
Hey,
almost
I
1 for
actually did
Virginia.
something.
Yay.
Omnos and Lou, Miss Chie is intentionally fucking with Virginia.
Okay. But yeah, I've probably not.
Might be worth a shot next time. But yes, have you guys eaten yet? Type of thing. We can get you some food, type of thing. Like, make sure that you are okay and ready to go for the rest of your day.
Do we have something other than tomato soup and grilled cheese? We had that last night.
Yeah, we've got plenty of things, mostly hearty stuff, but meat and stews. And now that the panic has subsided, she looks around and goes, "Where did this come from?" And she kind of pulls open the notices the envelope for the first time.
I'm already going to
You
the
know
kitchen.
what? Yeah, how about we just make something ourselves? And Blue heads to the kitchen to start making some food.
Okay. What was that Virginia said out of curiosity?
Oh, I didn't say anything. I was going to the kitchen.
Okay. So, like, she says that, and then you just immediately turn and go to the kitchen?
Yep.
Okay. Does Omros do anything at the moment?
Nah, he might just chill with his buddy. Or go out to get some catnip or something.
He's kind of just chilling in the sun in regards to it, but, like, you can give him some pets and then go grab some catnip easy enough.
Yep.
Okay. Now, as things kind of begin to calm down for the day after your encounter with a werewolf, is there anything that anyone would like to do before moving forwards?
I think
Can't
early
think of
night
anything.
for me, and then go to archive stuff next day.
Okay.
I don't remember if whenever I keep saying twin. I don't know why. Omnos.
Mhm.
I don't know if Omnos ever like told the others what he learned when he was in Terra Incognita and asking around for information.
Believe not.
No.
No. Because if so, he might just offer up that information to Lou. Which I believe it was suspicions of Lou being similar to Omnos himself and some information about Khan.
Yeah. I believe
Right.
that was what it was too.
His response to the first bit is like, okay, what exactly are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I honestly don't know how much Dwin knows. Dwin. Holy shit, I can't get rid of that fucking name. I might as well just rename him soon. Omnos.
If you want to, you can. I think it's part of Omnos's overinflated sense of ego is between Reese and some of the others. That Scion has been a term that has been put around, type of thing. I don't think Omnos is aware that they are an incarnation, but Omnos knows that they have a deep tie to the Nemetandela. And that if I would also say that given the stories between like Cucullin and Lou and other things that you may have heard of from the druids, that you are well aware of the differences that Scions can have. You know that some can be chosen, some can be born, some can even be created, especially if you've looked into your enemies at all, because Galatea is a Scion thing.
Well, he will do his best to explain that. And whether or not it's accurate or whether or not Lou believes any of it, that's a different matter.
Do you want, or does Virginia want to be part of that conversation?
Omnos will not particularly care one way or the other, and I mean, I assume he takes this discussion while they're cooking and or eating, so unless Lou makes some sort of effort to keep Virginia out, I don't think Omnos would.
I think Virginia would just find it really cool that there's these connections, and that Lou might be like really cool.
Aw. Lou's probably like has the natural kind of what? No, me? Nah, couldn't possibly.
Whereas
But
for
like,
Virginia, it's like, oh yeah, I can see that. Like that would never happen to me, though.
but
And
like,
Omnos does not have enough information to have the same suspicion about Virginia.
and Lou's just gonna file it away for maybe later consideration because I don't want to think about that on top of all this other bullshit I'm thinking about right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Omnos will also add, I think that might make additional sense in why whatever that creature was interested in you.
Well,
the
he was sent
dragon.
by the. He
That
was
too.
the wolf guy at least was sent by the gang, so they shouldn't know.
Well, they might have figured out the same thing I did, if they've seen your powers.
I really hope they're not that smart.
Omnos shrugs.
Hmm.
Oh, but I mean, I should also clarify, I don't think you're connected to the same, well, pantheon as I am, clearly. You're probably more so connected to whatever he belongs to, and he gestures vaguely towards Khan.
Right.
Whether it's intentional or otherwise, the term pantheon kind of gives Omnos a bit of disgust given its etymology.
Hmm. It is, however, the most common term.
It is the most accurate. It is the general term that kind of puts it all together for us. But
Well, thanks for the information.
He sort of shrugs and leans back in his chair, assuming they're at the table at this point.
Oh, probably.
if you guys wanted to eat outside, Omnos just kind of kicks his heels up on the table, petting the cat that's sunning in his lap. All right. Lou, did you want to do anything? These things kind
After
of close out.
we go home and stuff, Lou is going to go home. And
Go ahead. Sorry.
there's like a box at home where the family, like, if they have cash, they will just put it in there for everyone to use.
Mm-hmm.
He just puts all the money that he got in there.
Oh.
Are you trying to be unseen?
Do I notice anyone in the room at first?
Go ahead and make a cunning subterfuge or culture check. I would allow either of those.
So it's a few. 3.
Something that you do notice is it's kind of late. No one's in that particular room, but there are like a couple of people that are either through like going like taking a break for lunch before heading back out or taking care of things around the house type thing. There are people that are there. They're not particularly paying much attention. So.
Yeah. Sis is probably studying.
Mhm.
I will head to the box and put the money in the box.
Trying to be stealthy, I would ask a dexterity subterfuge check because fate is a cruel mistress.
Yes, it is. I have 2.
Okay. Most of your family are just regular people, so they don't have a lot of dice.
Yeah.
And with one success, Lou their end, Lou successfully puts the equivalent of, at least for his family, a metric fuck ton of money in this box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does a big sigh of, ooh, I did it. And looks around to see if his mother's in.
Yeah, she's kind of over in the directly adjacent room, kind of finishing cleaning up a little bit as she wipes her hands and kind of stands and gives that sigh of both relief and half pride as she's kind of finishing some stuff up.
Hey.
Hey, how are you doing?
You know, it's stuff. You got a minute?
Yeah, I've got a minute. She kind of sits down on the love seat and kind of pats some extra next door so we can sit down.
So, you know how, Points it gone. He showed up a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch more weird shit's been happening this week. Sorry, weird stuff. Sorry.
Kind of like squints a little bit in regards to it. Goes, Shun is Wei's brother, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does does Shun kind of keep things open? Like, is it an open family dynamic where they kind of talk about a lot of things?
He probably would have assumed that Lou was talking to him in confidence.
Okay, so then yes, he would not have said anything.
They're usually open, but not about this because
Lou's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Understandable. I just wanted to verify. She goes, okay, what kind of things?
Well, and because we have played through most of it, I'm
Mhm.
gonna have Lou give her a rundown that doesn't include the exact details of the break-in. Of everything.
There's like I would say that Lou is intelligent enough, or at least cunning enough, rather, to kind of flip it around a little bit
I was
since you've
helping, but I
interacted.
was helping Virginia out with something, and these guys just showed up.
You've also dealt with the gang before, type of thing, so it's
Yeah.
not unheard of for something like that to happen. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. I am just as you because you mentioned weird things. And
Yeah.
she's not going to scrutinize everything to try to go, oh, you're in trouble, type of thing. She's kind of more focusing on the weird stuff, like the fact that her brother-in-law never told her that he has wall climbing boots, and
Yeah.
that
You didn't tell
there's
me either.
glowing rods, and so on and so forth. Um, she's a worldly individual, apparently, that did do a lot of studying in her time, though. But with a couple successes, some of the stuff that you've talked about with Shun and later Makoto, she kind of verifies that the gods, and she kind of fumbles over that word for a little bit because, like with the kami, the celestial bureaucracy, the best word for god isn't really god type thing.
Hmm.
But she
I mean,
kind
we
of
could probably switch to Mandarin if it's more comfortable.
right. And as you guys are kind of speaking, she does kind of verify a lot of what Shun said, type of thing, in regards to chosen heroes or different aspects about stuff like that, giving big gifts to the people that have earned it, type of thing. Do do you mention Augeron out of curiosity?
I
Or do
think
you
Lou does, because they want to know more about what that was about.
this will be a different roll. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a roll for Zhao real quick. 3 successes. She kind of. It is strange. She's unsure of the details or different aspects about it, but she does tell you about some of the stories in regards to Ao Guang, including the one about Sung Wukong going in there and tricking him, and that's how he got his
Yeah.
staff, type of thing.
Yeah, everyone knows that one. Lou says
Yeah.
not knowing that one.
That she kind of smiled at because it's like, yeah, yeah. I'm going to preempt it because I have a feeling you're going to talk to Uncle Shoes about this as late
Yeah.
as well later. Uncle Shun cannot add much more in regards to that. It seems as though when it comes to some of the more story aspects about it, it is out of the two of them, your mother knows more. He only got 2 successes compared to her 3.
Yeah.
But she does mention that at least beforehand, Ao Guang, and it could be in regards to that there could be similarities between them. Um, but Ao Guang was a very cunning, manipulative person, and it is said that he's gone into organized crime in the modern era.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me as she says that. Go ahead and roll me a presence occult or presence culture. No, wait, that's not you. Never mind. Give me a second. Let me actually take a look at your sheet. Yeah,
Okay.
presence. I'll let this be cunning. I was looking at Omnos' sheet, and Omnos has got different stats. Cunning and culture.
5. Thank you, Tense.
As she's kind of explaining that, and especially at the mention of organized crime, you're not entirely sure how close that it is, but given the 7 successes beforehand, and given the fact that she's not necessarily after you, you think she might be doing a power grab against her against Ao Guang if they are connected, and that's a big if.
Okay. Yeah, let him have it. I don't care. Don't pull me into that shit. Okay.
But yes, you can. I would say that between talking it out with Mom, you definitely kind of can put that together with some of the other stuff.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, is there anything else that you'd like to do with your familia?
I'm gonna ask Zhao if it is the case that I've been given this power by some whatever. Do you think I'm worthy of it?
I don't think I'm the person to make that call. I mean, to be fair, and she kind of like um rubs your shoulder in kind of like a half hug as you guys are sitting next to each other for a moment. And she goes, I'm kind of biased. I
True.
think that you're worthy of it. You've done nothing but try to help people to the best of your ability. Uh, when it comes to worthiness based on gifts that you're given, I think the person that decides most if you're worthy is the person that gave it to you.
I've probably really done with it is panic.
It sounds like you didn't know you had it until the other day.
Just
Oh,
like the magic shoes.
see? Yes. And if you don't know what you're doing with that, you can't be expected to do the best that you can with it.
Never gonna let Uncle Shen live it down.
Oh, no, we're not. About to go have a talk with him myself.
Good luck with that.
Fast forward an hour, and there's just shouting in Mandarin from a. um, but yeah. Is there anyone else that you wanted to talk to in regards to your family, or anything else you wanted to say?
Nothing like on screen.
Okay. Um,
I've taken up enough time already.
do you just kind of go forward and kind of explain to people and kind of? Are
Uh,
you open with more members of your family with what you can do at this moment?
not my sisters right now.
Okay.
And Dad's way too busy.
Okay.
So probably just Uncle Shen.
Makoto and Mom
Yeah.
Zhao. Cool. Alrighty. Virginia,
hmm
what would you like to do for the rest of the day?
I think I'll plan out an itinerary for tomorrow for the archives that I want to check out.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
There's probably a couple of inner city archives that I want to check for the information on Morags.
All right. So you get your itinerary together and you get a plan going.
Mhm.
Excellent. All right. Anything else that you wanted to do?
Nope, not at the moment.
And then I'm just verifying, is there
Yep.
anything else that Omnos wanted to do for the rest of the day?
I will probably just return to Terra Incognita and hang out with the Catchy.
Um,
I don't know. Listen if there's been any type of rumors or information floating around.
about
I don't know. Anything of
anything.
interest?
Okay.
Just general keeping an eye to the ground sort of thing.
Okay. Go ahead and make an intellect and culture check as you're kind of listening, real quick.
Intellect and culture.
With 3 successes, there are some rumors. It's different. But elsewhere in the world, there do seem to be people who are waking up to abilities similar to yours.
Hmm.
And with a 3, there's nothing concrete, but catchy being, cats and nosy and rumor mongers, because I said so.
Oh, you know they are all gossips.
Exactly. Some of the things that are mentioned is part of the reason why this might be is because other organizations are making moves, and some of them kind of mention in passing a new age of heroes type of thing. Some of the catchy. There are others of the cats that go, you don't know what you're talking about. You weren't even alive during the last age of heroes type of thing, giving them aspects in regards to it. But it does kind of stick out. And given that you've met at least one other person with mystical abilities, you've ran into a werewolf, and your friend at least believes that that lady was a dragon. It may not be too far from the truth.
Hmm. Well, that sounds either troublesome or like a lot of fun then.
Might be a good way to get some allies. Perhaps others aren't so happy with the Theoe as you are. That may
Yeah.
have the ability to fight back.
New contract. Mm.
Yeah. So I think, because we've been at this for almost 2 hours, I think what I'm going to do, at least for the moment, is everyone kind of gets ready for the evening, so that way I have a little bit more time. I think the next session is going to be visitations, and we're going to call it here for the evening.
Yay.
Exciting.
Visitations.
Yes. Especially because that allows me to do some planning for Virginia, since Virginia's trying to get some other stuff done too.
Mhm.
Alrighty. So with that being said, I have been your storyteller for the evening. I've been Alvarance, with me today playing Lou, who's having, would you say man, I was gonna say like a conflict of self, but that's not the term that I'm looking for. An
Don't worry about it.
existential crisis. It's been Lou.
It's
Playing
that and well the I'll tell you later.
Fair enough. Playing our resident deal maker Omnos, I have had Min.
I forgot to use the oath rod for Lou.
That's
Fine.
Uh,
You'll keep his
No,
word.
this is not fine.
I'll keep my word, I swear.
And then playing the sneaky Virginia. I've had enough.
you can't see me.
You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
And that was that. Next time, in 2 weeks' time, we'll have visitations, as Alvarin said, which means Yeah, I was referencing John Cena. Which means that Virginia is going to meet her patron deity, which is the Kami Inari. It is going to be very interesting. I think. Okay, captions is just being weird again, but okay. Anyway, next stream will be tomorrow, and we'll be doing some D&D prep. There's also some stuff that I need to talk through with my players, because we are kind of on a pivotal point in the campaign. So with that said, thank you all so much for hanging out again today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you find the Scion story exciting. I know I do. And I'm looking forward to what's coming next. With that said, I hope to see you all tomorrow. Just to hang out, play some nice tunes, and otherwise maybe upcoming Friday stream where we might be finishing What the Goal. Thank you so much for hanging out. I've been the Netherlad. I am the Netherlad, and I will be the Netherlad for some time at least. Take care. Bye.